Welcome everyone. My name is Nicole and it's morning time in the Dragoon Mountains. So we're gonna have maybe a full class. I'm gonna shoot for an hour here and we're gonna do just kind of move through everything. We'll start some gentle warm-ups, move through some sun salutations, some standing postures, back bends, the whole 9 yards. So if you feel inspired by that, go ahead and find your seat. Maybe sit up on a block, a bolster. If you find your knees are right and high, or maybe you just find it more comfortable. And then focus on growing a little in your spine, maybe sway side to side. And let's start breathing deeply in through the nose, out through the nose. And if you like to start your Ujjayi breath, it's a slight constriction at the back of the throat so you can sort of hear your sound as you inhale and exhale, like the ocean or Darth Vader. It's a heating breath and calming and give you something to focus on. Bring your mind back to the breath when you feel judgments coming up or your mind wandering. If you'd like to set an intention for the class, now's a great time. Just bring your hands to heart center, press the palms together. Maybe pick anywhere that pops into your mind that you'd like to see more of in your life. And then we're going to inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, just let the fingers fall gently towards the floor. And inhale. And exhale. One more deep breath in. And exhale. Hands back to prayer. Inhale. Exhale, press your arms away. Inhale, draw your energy back to your core. Exhale, press away. Inhale to center. Exhale, press away. And back to heart center. We'll add a little twist in. Inhale the arms up. Twist to the right. Look to the right. Inhaling through center. Exhale the other way. Inhale to the top and go ahead and do a little forward fold. Cup the fingers to help. Use your hands to press your hips into the floor so they aren't coming up. Keep them rooted. Walk the hands to the right. Inhale through center and then walk the other way. And then come back to a seated. Switch the cross on your legs here. And then look to your right. Drop your nose to your right armpit. And take several breaths into your neck. A lot of times, and I'm very guilty of this, is holding their neck really rigidly, tight. In the neck and the shoulders. So just invite them, relax. And now look up, head through center, look the other way, and then nose to the left armpit. And then look up, head through center. And then right ear to right shoulder for a new place in your neck. Just breathe. Inhale through center. And then left ear to left shoulder. And then back to center. Let's clasp our hands. Roll out the wrists. So you make little figure eights, infinity signs. Just try to get full range of movement in those wrists. Beautiful. One more before we start to warm up even further. Inhale. Open your hands out wide. Turn the palms down. And then circle the hands back through. Inhaling. Turn the palms. Exhale, come back through. Just a few more. Last time. Turn the palms down. Exhale back through. Beautiful. Let's move on to all fours now. Knees under hips, wrists under shoulders. Just take a moment, roll it out, shake it out. And then for our cat-cow, we're gonna tilt your tailbone to the sky, press down strongly through your hands, fingers bright and active, clawing at the mat. Breathe, chin lifts. You can even kind of like being a little pulling resistance, pull your heart forward, keep stretching your tailbone back, really pull that spine, get length, and then pull through the core, around behind the back of the heart, drop the head. Keep pressing, accentuating the curve behind the back of the heart. And then go ahead and move between those two with your own breath at your own pace. Just try to make the movement smooth. Come back to a neutral spine. We're going to prepare to come into our first downward dog. Lift the knees, shift those hips back, and then send the hips high. Using your feet. You can keep the knees bent a whole bunch. Really look between your hands. Make sure that your fingers are all spreading, pressing down evenly. And then drop the head. Maybe pedal out the feet. And then knees bent a whole bunch. Look between your hands. Step, walk, jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, fold. And then inhale all the way to standing. And then from here, reach down, bend your knees, touch the floor, and then raise those arms, chair pose. And you can have your feet as wide as your hips or together. Really reach, get long in your spine. Breathe, take a deep breath in, and then exhale, fold over. Inhale halfway, look up, and then exhale, step back into plank. Pause at the top, keep your core engaged. You can always lower the knees. One more breath in. And then exhale, lower elbows in, all the way down. We're gonna start with a baby cobra and just check your shoulders, roll them up and onto your back, lift your hands, and then just come up with what you can with your own breath here. And then later, you can always do this pose instead of upward dog. So, baby cobra, and then we'll press back into plank, and then exhale into downward dog. Hips high, and breathing. Place the weight in your left hand so you can move your right hand through. Twist, look under your left armpit. One more breath. Come back to downward dog. Re-steady, and then weight in the right hand. Shoulders steady. Reach your left hand through to the outside of your right ankle. Maybe look up under your right armpit. You can always just stay in downward dog, working there. Always take breaks in child's pose. And then back to downward dog. Extend your right leg to the sky. And then knee into navel, step through between your hands. We're gonna come into high lunge. Squeeze your legs as you lift. Just let those hands to the sky. Breathe. And then lower your back knee almost to the earth. And then keeping that lowered, that amount that you lowered, just extend strongly out your back heel. Lower, extend out your back heel. Last time, lower, extend, pause, breathe. And then lower your left hand by your right foot. Twist open, right hand to the sky. Look up if your neck is okay with that. And then the hand comes down. Step into plank. Inhale at the top. Elbows in, lower. Chaturanga. Upward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Downward dog. Just pause a moment. Take a few breaths. Hips high. Then we're going to extend our left foot to the sky. Take a breath in. Come up on the ball of the back foot. Knee into navel. Step through. Squeeze those legs together. Engage. Lift. High lunge. Now, lower your back knee almost to the earth. Extend strongly out your back heel. Lower. Extend. Exhale, lower. And extend. And then right hand comes down. Inside of the left foot. Twist that open. Left hand to the sky. Maybe look up. And then come down, step into plank, inhale at the top, elbows in, chaturanga, exhale, inhale, upward dog or baby cobra, exhale, downward dog, hips high, breathing. And then put a little bend in your knees, look between your hands, walk a step to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, fold. A little bend in the knees. Inhale all the way to standing. Exhale, flow down. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, step back into plank. Pause at the top, take a breath. Exhale, lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, press back to downward dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Knee and the navel, step through between your hands. Pivot the back heel, the back foot open. And then inhale, so that same squeeze, lift, warrior one. So warrior one, instead of our back heel lifted, let's turn down. Front thighs rolling open, arms lift. And then clasp behind the low back, roll your shoulders up, down, and then come forward with your torso. And then either bring the hands up and overhead or off at an angle off your mat. Keep breathing. And then inhale, squeeze, come back into warrior one. Exhale over the front leg. Inhale at the top of a push-up. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Come forward between your hands. Back heel drops. Inhale, warrior one, left side. And clasp the hands behind the low back. Pull the shoulders up and down and come forward. And then fold over. Or bring your hands off the mat and keep sending those hips high. And then inhale, squeeze, lift back to warrior one. Exhale over your front foot. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hips high. And lower your knees. Wide as the mat. Toes touch. Press back into child's pose for a moment. And rock. Take a moment, catch your breath, smooth it out. Keep your hands pressing your hips towards your feet. And then inhale, shift back into all fours. Toes curl under, hips up high, downward dog. Right leg to the sky. Knee and the navel step through. Back foot opens wider now. Warrior two. Inhale, cartwheel the arms up. And extend out. Maybe bind that left hand on your right thigh, or just keep the arms extending out. Reverse warrior, right hand goes up, behind, arch back, and then inhale, straighten the front leg, come forward, and then release the right hand down on the block, shin, the earth, roll open, and you can keep the bind, or you can extend that left hand to the sky. And then bring that left hand over your front foot and your back heel up. So now we're in this low lunge. Let's move our right foot off to the side of the mat some. And stay high and breathe here. Or come down low on your forearms and keep energetically drawing this knee into the body. Don't just let it hang out, right? Keep active. And then inhale, press back. And then we're gonna shift to the long edge of our mat. So squeeze, lift, turn the toes. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, fold. One more time. And then hands to hips, come all the way up. Turn the heels in now and squat low into your goddess pose. Hands at heart center. Press your palms together. Maybe bring a little sway for a moment. And then from here, squeeze, lift slightly on the inhale. Exhale. Press legs, arms away, feet away. Inhale, squeeze, lift. Exhale, Press away. Just standing. Back foot turns in, left toes out. Squat down. Extend your arms for your warrior. Take a bind if you'd like. And then up and over, reverse your warrior. And then straighten the front leg. Inhale as you come up. Reach out, 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 over that front leg. And then drop it on the block, shin, the earth. And then roll open through your chest. Maybe extend, release the bind, and just extend that right arm if that calls to you. And then come over your left leg here. Just move that left foot out to the side of the mat. Stay here and work this breathing, drawing your left knee into you, or lower onto your forearms. Keep the back knee lifted, active for now. And then hands under shoulders. Come back up. We're going to turn again to the long edge of our mat. Toes to the long edge. Little micro bend in the knees. Tilt your booty. Fold over. And if you want to clasp the hands behind low back and add a little shoulder stretch, feel free. And then the hands come down, and I'll halfway look up. We're going to turn back to the front of our mat. Lower your back knee now. We're going to take our right hand, kick your back foot in, reach forward or lasso it, and then create a little resistance as we gaze over our right shoulder. And then release. And step your right knee back to meet the other. We're going to bring our hands out in front of us now. Knees under hips as we lower our heart towards or to the earth. And rest your head down or chin comes forward. Puppy. And then inhale. Slide through on your forearms. And press down and away. Broaden across your chest. And just take a moment, maybe roll out your neck, do some figure eights. And then lower your hands by your shoulders. Press up onto all fours. Draw your left foot through now. And then we're going to Place the weight a little more in the right hand, left hand behind, kick your back foot in, lasso, or just reach for it, and then kick in your hands. You're creating a little resistance. And then look over your left shoulder. And then go ahead and release. Lift that back knee. Step into plank. And then we're gonna do a little flowing plank here. So flow to the left, raise that right hand. Comes up and over, back in the plank hands. And then roll to the other side. Up and over with the left hand. Just roll back and forth, breathing in and out. And in and out. And then go ahead, widen the knees as wide as the mat, toes touch, and come back for a child's pose. Rest your head in the earth or block. Just take some nice, big, deep breaths. And then go ahead, let's come back on all fours. And shake it out. So you feel even. And then we're gonna raise the right fingers, reach them out, and then those left toes, reach those left toes. Stay here and breathe. Or curl the back foot in, reach around, and that same kind of resistance. Kick up, return your chest towards the short edge of your mat. You can always pad the knees too. And then release. We're gonna switch sides. So left fingers, right toes, reach out, stay here. Keep that core engaged, pulling in towards your spine. And then you kick that back foot in, reach, and then kick up. And then go ahead and release. Shake it out. And then right hand to the sky. Thread through. Right shoulder, head. Twist open. And then come undone. Take a moment and do the other side. Left hand to the sky, look up, and then thread through the shoulder, head. Use the right hand to help roll your chest open. And then go ahead and come on out. Shake it out. And then we're gonna sit back onto our heels here. And we're gonna prepare for Virasana. And so there's different places to work this. So maybe you just wanna sit with a bolster between your legs as you work towards getting your bum between your feet or a block. Otherwise, the knees are together and then the feet come out towards the side. So use props to help you work towards getting all the way down. And just breathe here for a moment. And then if you'd like to, you can stay here or you can begin to come back on your elbows or all the way onto your back. And then inhale. Come back up. And then come forward to come out. We're going to bring our legs out for a wide-legged forward fold. So those legs out. Point the toes, flex the feet strongly. And then you still kind of want a little tilt in your pelvis. And then maybe here's enough sensation with your hands behind you, giving you a nice lift. Maybe you want to come forward a little bit. Or all the way, depending on you. I don't know. Try to keep your legs active by pressing down on the heels and like a slight drawing in to your midline sensation for your hamstrings. Instead of just hanging out, try to keep active. And then twist over your right leg and fold. And come through center, twist over your left leg. And then inhale back up to come out and lean back, hands under knees, gently. And then we're gonna bring the soles of the feet to touch for Baddha Konasana. So press them strongly together. Open them like a book, keep the binding, and then this drawing in, same drawing into your midline sensation to like help activate your leg muscles. Inhale, chin lifts, and then maybe come forward some, maybe just stay lifted and breathing. Now back up. It's the knees and then send them out in front of you now. So before, keep our torso touching our legs, grab your feet and extend your legs straight, only as long as you can maintain the contact with your torso so that your nice low back is nice and protected. And then go ahead and curl in. And breathe deeply. You can imagine sending breath up to the tip of your head, all the way down to the base of your spine. Just flowing up and down. And then inhale, slowly core engage, come up, draw your right foot in, and sit tall, evenly on your sitting bones, and we're gonna twist now and fold. Twist over your left leg, fold, come forward with a long low back, core engage, chest lifting, chin lifting, and then I'll come forward as much as I can, as much length as I can, and then I'll drop my head. Now come on up. We're gonna draw this left leg around your right knee. And you can extend that left leg along the earth if your knee bugs you. Inhale, sit tall, left hand behind you. Inhale, right hand to the sky, core engage, hook, twist, we straighten, look over your left shoulder. You can always just clasp the knee too. Turn your head back, the rest of you, come undone. Gonna bring our left foot in, right leg out now. Gonna twist over that right leg, core engaged, and then fold. Inhale, coming forward and lifting, and then dropping the head. You can keep the right hand off to kind of like help you keep that twist. And then inhale, back to center. And we're gonna prepare now to lay down onto our backs. Delete some shit. All right, from here, we'll cross your right leg over your left. Shift your hips just a little bit to the right. Let the knees fall to the left. Reach to the right. Breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Cross your left leg over. Shift your hips just a little bit to the left. Let the knees fall to the right. Reach to the left. And then come back. You can prepare for a little bridge pose here. So your fingertips are about towards your heels. Roll your shoulders under you. Press your hips high. Maybe clasp under you. Raise even more. And breathe. Maybe lift the toes. Maybe like feel like you're gonna kick yourself in the butt. See if you can activate those hamstrings, the back of your legs, and your butt. And then release and lower. And then we're gonna open the feet about as wide as the mat. Cactus the arms again, and then just tick-tock the knees off one way. Inhaling up, and then the other way. And then gonna cross your right ankle just above your left knee. And then reach your hand through the hole and around. Maybe roll around if that feels good to you. And then come undone. Switch sides. Our left ankle above our right knee. Lift the foot, reach the hand through the hole, and then come around. You can clasp hands. You can always just like grab around too. However, make it work for you. And then breathe into your sensations. And then come undone, happy baby. Outside edges of your feet, draw those knees down, release your head, back, all of it just into the earth. Roll on it if it feels good, or just hold statically. And then hug yourself into a little ball. Squeeze your muscles, hold your breath. And when you can't hold it any longer, go ahead and release out into Shavasana. So feet roll out, palms turn up, shoulders gently roll under. You can take any shape that will bring you the most comfort though. So maybe you want your knees knocked in, or however, please stay in your Shavasana shape. I'm gonna sit and hold space for you. I will guide you out just a few minutes. if you would like to come out. Make a small movement back into your body. Otherwise, stay in Shavasana as long as you feel called to. And you roll to your right side and take a deep breath in. And then using your hands, push yourself back to a seated position. Just pause for a moment and take time to notice how you feel now as opposed to the beginning of class. It's not a right answer and no need to judge, just notice. Thank you so much for practicing with me. The light within me sees and recognizes the light within you. Take care.